You're listening to Unspoken Chats, a podcast where we share stories and different topics that often go unspoken. Let's chat. Welcome back. We've got, not even sure what number episode this is. Today we've got my brother-in-law or Sarah's brother-in-law.
I'm technically your brother-in-law.
Technically my brother-in-law, Senor Anthony Morabito.
Hello.
But yeah, so today we'll just be touching on a few things, I guess, mainly men's mental health.
Yep.
And just a couple of other, I guess, your journey into your profession and other stuff you're going through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah. How do we want to kick this off? Yeah. So what do you do for work?
So I'm a carpenter.
Yep.
Been a carpenter since I was 17. I had a year or two hiatus, went and tried something else.
Yep.
Then
What'd you try?
landscaping.
Mm.
So I got to third year, and then I remember I was at trade school, or second year. I was at trade school. They were going through all the legitimate names for plants, and they're like scientific names.
Yeah.
And that was the day where I realised, I was like, nah, I'm out of here. No, this is the last time I'll come to TAFE. And it was, and I handed in my resignation the week later.
Yeah. So you were third year of landscaping or third
Yeah, I was
year?
like the second or third year. I was like going back a while now, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that after that you started.
Yeah, so I did carpentry for the first, so when I finished high school in 2008. I think it might have been like a day or two after schoolies, whatever. Came back, got an apprenticeship. Got stuffed around a little bit. Got put into the wrong course, so on and so forth. Boss was trying to save money. And yeah, that's why I left it initially. I went and did something else, and then just so happened that the foreman or the 2IC of the whole company left and started his own thing and gave me a call and asked me if I wanted to come back.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Like I don't have first-hand experience, but I've heard heaps about it. How did you find trade school?
I loved it. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
So we went, it's changed now, but when I went, it was a week block every month.
Okay. So you're working 3 weeks out of the month.
Yeah, and it was like a week off.
Yeah.
So you go to trade school, catch up with the boys.
Are you getting paid for that week?
Yes.
That's mad.
You do minimal work, like in terms of what you're doing on a work site. You're not getting spoken to badly. You're not getting the crap jobs.
Yeah.
And yeah, like 2 days you're on the tools, 3 days you're studying.
Yeah.
And they say it's 8:30 till 4:30, so 8:30 till 3, and no one ever mentions that you get 5 breaks during the day.
Oh well.
So I loved it. I thought it was great. Go back in a heartbeat.
That's so good. So, but you've been qualified now for what? Coming on 10?
Yep, getting close to
Nice.
Yeah.
And how have you found that? Like, because I'm guessing you've had different types of carpentry roles.
Yeah. So I probably like the saying is like you learn more when you're qualified. So
Okay.
I guess you learn the basics of everything during your apprenticeship. But then once you get qualified, you know, in a normal workplace, they'll tell you to leave. They'll tell you go somewhere else.
Okay.
Because you're always going to be viewed as an apprentice. You're never going to be trusted.
Right.
And sometimes the only way you learn is when you get thrown in the deep end and you got to figure it out.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I found that I learned a lot more. I kind of found myself a bit more.
Yeah.
I kind of, had to learn where to draw the line with people and things like that, because you do get taken for granted when you're an apprentice.
I could imagine being a young kid on a job site.
Yeah, it's not pretty.
Yeah.
It's not pretty. I mean, like, it's not bullying. It's just...
It's bullying.
Yeah. Essentially it is. Like, it's not bullying in the way that you'd think.
Yeah.
Like, where they're getting... I can't talk from my experience. Like, where they're not bullying you in terms of physically or screaming at you, calling you every name under the sun. It's pressure. They put you under immense pressure every day to perform, to do this, to do that. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. And that's what I kind of found. And when you become qualified, I mean, that pressure's still there.
You put it on the...
You put it on the apprentice. The pressure's still there, but I don't know if it's that you've learnt to deal with it or you've kind of understood the boss's point of view, or it's just not there. I don't know, but it changes when you become qualified.
Yeah, because you're given that little bit more trust.
Yes. Yeah. You don't always have someone over your shoulder watching everything that you do, taking times on how long you're in the toilet.
Yeah,
you know,
it's a bit excessive. Yeah,
well, yeah, it's pretty full on.
mm.
It's pretty full on, but I guess it makes you grow up pretty quick in terms of work life.
Yeah. I have a feeling that you'd get found out pretty quick.
Yeah, you do. You either have it or you don't, and if you don't, generally you kind of know with
Very early.
Yeah, with some apprentices, but some of them do surprise you in the
Late
end.
bloomers.
Yeah. So, yeah, no, it's been an interesting journey so far. Do I love it? I don't think so, but it's what I know. So I'll just stick to it for now.
It's what pays the bills.
100%. Sometimes it's not about that. Whatever it is.
Yeah.
I just don't enjoy it that much.
Oh, no one really. We all work to live.
Yeah, 100%.
So
100%. Not everybody. Trust me.
yeah,
I've met a few that live to work.
some people love it. Like
I've never understood it.
yeah, some people like it. It's what wakes them up in the morning knowing that they're going to work.
Yeah.
They're so happy. Like
Yeah, they just.
but it's not work for them.
Nah, it's like their life.
Yeah.
Because they. Like, and I'm not knocking it. Don't get me wrong. Like, if that's your life, fair enough. But. Yeah, I just don't understand it. Like, the guys will come to work, they'll do 10, 11, 12-hour days. And then you're like, what are you doing tonight? Oh, I've got to cash you after work.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, relax. Like, you're making good money. Calm down. But, I mean, if that's what floats your boat, fair enough. It's not for me. Some may think I'm lazy, but whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah, so with different works, like I guess companies or different job sites or whatever, you'd be dealing with different different trades, different
personnel. Yeah.
And is it hard to manage? Like, when you get to the point, like when you're saying when you're fully qualified, is it that pressure gets put back onto you?
Yeah.
Like, how does that, like, does it end up taking a toll out of you? Are you able to just to like let it slide or?
With me, it kind of depends. It really depends. In some ways, if I feel that it's justified, I can live with it.
Yeah.
But if I've literally smashed it all day, and then I get told, "Oh, you haven't done enough," or "It's not good enough," or whatever it may be, like I've quit a job over that before.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, like I mean, working in with other trades as well. Normally, as long as they're good blokes, there shouldn't be any issues. Normally, if you find that you've got an issue, you'll go to your foreman.
Yeah.
At worst, you'll go to your boss and be like, "Hey, listen, this is what's happened."
What do you find the people like in the tradie world?
Yep.
Do you find there's a lot of people going through it? Like,
in terms of what?
Like do you see a lot of
people like struggling and stuff? Sure. Not necessarily. I think, myself included, we're very good at hiding it.
Yeah.
Because, I know a lot of people's, perceptions of job sites and what they think of them. It's like, oh, F this, F that, blah, blah, blah. Or
yeah.
But it's not. It's a lot of, 90% of the time, 90% of the job sites I've been on, it's always cheery guys. Everyone's trying to have a joke around. Everyone's having a laugh. But then you'll hear, oh, what are you doing tonight? And it'll become a recurring theme. It's like, I'm having a few beers, or I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And it won't be a few beers because you'll see them the next day and they'll have bags under their eyes. And,
yeah.
What'd you do? Did you have a big one? Oh, yeah, I, got carried away. But then it'll be the same thing the next day. And
it almost becomes like part of it. Like, it's like the culture.
Yeah, so early days when I was doing my apprenticeship, I don't drink. Well, I do, but I don't drink often. Always felt that I struggled to fit in with the guys that I worked with, because every time I spoke to them, I'd be like, oh, and being younger, I was the youngest at the company when I was an apprentice the whole time. And they'd be like, oh, what are you doing this weekend? Da, da, da. And I'm like, oh, I don't know, playing PlayStation. I don't know. I got footy on Saturday Saturday at the time. So you're going out Saturday night? No, I'll probably just have a double whopper with cheese and sit on the couch because I can't move. But yeah, so I found early days that I thought that was kind of the mentality was you had to own a ute.
Yeah.
You had to. And mind you, these are just what I thought at the time. As I got older and worked a bit more.
But it wasn't any ute. It was the Holden 2-door.
Yeah, like the one that I had. Yeah, with the shift kit. Yeah, and it had a good exhaust. It was a V8.
Yeah, not practical utes.
Nah, like it drank so much petrol. It was ridiculous. But like have a ute, drink every night or most nights. Go out, take whatever, and just be that. What's that word? Stereotypical tradie.
Yeah.
That's what I thought it was, but it's not. It really isn't.
Yeah. No. It's interesting.
Yeah. But no, you do. I don't know. Maybe because I've been in the industry a while. Maybe like I can tell, who's struggling. There's a lot of guys that are like gambling addicts or, they're making good money. So when you speak to them, they're telling you they're buying this bag, that bag, and talking drugs and stuff, or going out every night, or going out from Thursday to Monday, or
it's like you find that a lot, especially coming up from being an apprentice where you're not making much money at all.
Yeah.
Then you get qualified and then you end up getting on some big sites and you're making a lot more money than you know what to do with.
Yeah.
There's generally a lot of the time they don't know what to do with that money.
Yeah, 100%.
And it goes to the wrong, it's,
Yeah, 100%. Like I won't say his name, but there's a kid that I'll say that I used to work with.
Yeah.
But he was buying like $900 t-shirts, like just ridiculous things.
Yeah.
Just stupid things. Didn't have a car, no license, $900 t-shirt. So come on, man. Getting on the bags every weekend. It's like there's a lot of better ways you can spend your money, I feel.
Yeah, but it comes to the education side of it as well.
Yeah.
Where, yes, like they're going to the trade school and all that, but they're not really, I guess, helping them out how to set themselves up once they do get that money.
Yeah, 100%. So, it's one of those things when I work with like apprentices or even young qualified guys, I'll try to check in on them, and I'll tell them, like, you can tell me to, go away if you don't want to talk about it, but what are you doing with your money kind of thing. And I know that it's none of my business, but sometimes I wish I had that person to ask me. Do you know what I mean? Because I probably would have told them to go away, but it would have made me sit there and think and be like, what am I doing with it? Like, so.
Sometimes I still need to ask myself.
Yeah, same now. I ask myself all the time.
You just ask them so they can hopefully ask you.
Yeah. Ask me. But no, most of the time it's just like just having a welfare check.
Yeah.
Just trying to check in, making sure everything's all right.
I feel like welfare checks have become more of a thing in the past
100%
couple of years, I think.
100%. And I think mental health awareness has come full circle from where it was.
100%.
Like still plenty of room to go.
Yeah.
But from, where it was, say when I was 18, I used to laugh at it. Yeah. Legit. I'd laugh at it. People, like there'd be counsellors that would come into work maybe once or twice a year and be like, you need time for yourself. Pretty much don't work too much, essentially. You look after yourself. But it was more directed at the older guys like that are my age now, your age now. And I would sit there and I would like half pay attention and I'd think, soft.
Yeah.
You're soft. But now, completely different.
Yeah, like that's the thing. It's like growing up, mental health was like, it's not a serious thing.
Yeah.
But I feel like we're in between the generations where like it's not taken seriously and now it's like, okay, no, this is a genuine thing.
100%. In particular with men.
Yeah.
Men, there's a stigma around struggling. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I feel like that now it's more acceptable to finally come out and be like, you know, hey, listen.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. You're taught, like, when you're not taught, you're
Assume.
led to believe
Yeah.
as a boy growing up that men don't have feelings like that. Men don't cry.
Yeah, 100%.
It's you have to be a real man.
100%.
Yeah.
And I remember, we're going back a bit, but I was in grade 2, and I don't know. I hated my school teacher.
Yeah.
Couldn't stand her. I won't name her name. I almost did though. And I remember I could see my mum walking to the car, and I just burst out crying. So, and I would be inconsolable till mum come to the classroom, and she'd take me home.
Mm.
And I remember one day I came home, and Dad goes, "What? You're home again?" I was like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Oh, are you a little boy or a little girl?" And I was like, "I'm a little boy." He's like, "Boys don't cry." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And then tried to play with my toy cars. He's like, "No, you're not playing with any toys. If you want to cry and come home, you sit here and you watch TV with me. That's it. I watch Judge Judy all day." But
You're like, I'm wrapped.
yeah, I thought this is mad. But
I'm crying every night.
yeah, I'm gonna cry till I'm 30.
Yeah.
Nah, but just that, like little comments like that. Not saying that's the like like, you know, cemented it for me,
But like that's what he was taught.
Yeah, and that's the type of thing that it wouldn't even be, say, your dad. It'd be your friends too. Like, oh, I don't want to play with him. He's a little girl. You know, he's gonna cry or this or that. Do you know what I mean? So, but yeah, it's
funny thinking back to how things were as kids.
Yeah, 100%. I miss them. Yeah, I miss it. I miss primary school. I thought it was great. Yeah, not so much high school. Primary school's good.
Yeah, like obviously I know, but like you always talk about it. Like you had a really good relationship with your dad.
Yeah.
And not many people know. Like you lost him quite young.
Yeah. Yeah. So I lost him at 16.
Yeah.
So he was given a wrong tablet from a doctor. He was one of the first people in Australia to have a kidney transplant. So he would have been 24.
Wow.
And so he had all these tablets. I think it was maybe 15. Like, you got to forgive me if I'm incorrect, but I think it was like 15 tablets or something. A day so his kidney or his body wouldn't reject the new kidney. So he got the new kidney from his older brother. And then I guess one of the byproducts of the tablets that he was on was gout. So I'm probably not going to do it justice by explaining it, but it just means like the bones in your joints get brittle for a certain amount of time, then you feel better, I think. And so he's gone, the gout tablets that he had weren't working, so he's gone to the kidney specialist. The kidney specialist essentially, like he's told, my mum's gone with him, and he's told Dad, oh, you can take this tablet. And then my mum says, she told the doctor, I don't think he can. And he's essentially, not in these exact words, but said to her, I'm the kidney specialist.
No,
I think I know what he can have. Anyway, he's like, take 2. But every time, Dad had a new tablet to take, he'd only take half. So he took half. My brother come home from work, found him on the floor.
Wow.
And then, then from there, in and out of ICU for maybe 3-4 months. And then,
because you would have been what, 15, 16, like 16?
Yeah, so he went to hospital when I was 15, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no, sorry. I don't remember.
That.
I think I know he died a month after my birthday.
Wow.
So after my 16th birthday. So,
yeah.
It was pretty, it's a pretty intense time. It's pretty full on.
No, definitely. But, yeah, it's hard. Couldn't imagine what it would be like.
Yeah, I don't know. It was a bit surreal. At the time, I was pretty sheltered. Like, my brother did most of the work, I guess you could say, in terms of people coming over, condolences, this, that, blah, blah, blah. It kind of allowed me to hide a bit. So, I would just sit in my room. I sat in my room, I think, I reckon maybe 3 or 4 weeks. I'd just come out to shower, eat. I'd go back in my room. I'd sit there and just mind my own business. I think it was unhealthy. I don't think it was healthy for me, but that's what I did.
That's what real boys do.
100%. Yeah. I went back to school, started getting in trouble. I was never in trouble, really.
I
got in trouble doing boy things, like, saying we're on the topic of, boys. I got in trouble for fighting and things like that, and kicked out and brought back in. And, But yeah, then I went to school and I just didn't care. I really didn't care. I started hanging around with, you know, naughty kids, doing naughty things. You know, I'm not talking like naughty, but like just getting in trouble at school.
Yeah, that's it. You've been a rebellious kid.
Yeah.
'Cause-
They tried to help me at
Yeah.
school. They sent me to counselling. And then I think on my second session, I was like, man, I'm not coming to this anymore. I'm just going to go smoke ciggies at the bottom oval. And that's what I did. Thanks, Vera.
What do you got? But yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, no, it was a tough time. Like I didn't really deal with it until I was about maybe 26, 27.
Yeah, well.
I kind of shut it out. But
it's hard. Like, how would you know how to deal with something like that?
You don't. And then, you know, you're looking, you know, I've got a relatively large family and you're kind of looking for like a beacon of a savior. But I think pretty quickly you learn that no one's coming to save you, you know?
Yeah.
I always had my brother though. So,
yeah,
you know, that's who I had.
He's all right, dog.
He's not bad. And to an extent, I think he had me. So.
Yeah, I reckon he had you.
Yeah, 100%. So, so I think we kind of just figured it out and just continue to figure it out.
Nah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know, because now you've just recently become a new father as well.
I have.
So how do you feel like, I guess, taking that new role, like after everything, like, it's, you know what I mean? Like after having to go through what you've gone through. Yeah.
So if I've taken anything from it, like it hasn't really sunk in that I've got a son.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't kind of jerried yet. I think what I've learned from my past experiences is that I need to look after myself.
Yeah.
Like whatever it takes to look after myself, I need to do it. Because I need to make sure that I'm here.
Yeah, and you're healthy.
And I'm healthy. Because I don't want to put my son through kind of what I went through. Not saying that my dad could have done anything different. Obviously, there were the cards he was dealt. But if I can control the situation, I think I should and I need to. You know, like I've got anxiety, as you know. And it's pretty bad at times. Like when it's good, when I'm good, I'm good. And when I'm bad, that's it. Like forget it.
Yeah.
And that's something that I think I only really realised that I had an issue with when he was born. The day he was born, I thought it's just a little bit of anxiety. I bite my fingernails, whatever kind of thing. But yeah, I didn't realise how big of an issue it was.
Yeah.
Until like I knew there was something not right. Don't get me wrong, but I didn't realise how big of a deal it was until.
To what extent? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
until
how much it affects you.
Yeah. Until Nadia went into labour, and I reckon she was in labour for 12 hours. I reckon I was in there for say 8, if I was lucky. And then, you know, like the lowest point of it all was I missed my son being born, because I couldn't physically go into the room. So for me, that was it.
And it's not like, I know you probably think about it every day, but it's something like mentally something you feel like you can't push yourself.
Yeah. So like it's hard to explain. It's like almost like there's a wall that you can't get through. I tried to explain it the other day. I was talking about it with my brother, and he's like, obviously I don't suffer from anxiety, so I don't know what it is that you're feeling and what it is that you're going through. But it's just like I was talking to someone and they said they were starting a new job. And I was like, oh, are you nervous? They're like, no, like it's just a new job. Like who cares?
Yeah.
I was like, with me, man, I can't sleep the night before. I'm that nervous and anxious about it. Anyway, so I was trying to explain that to him. But I was like, when you get to a point where you're like, oh, okay, this is the situation. It is what it is. I don't know what to expect, so I'm going to find out. That's normally where people draw the line and they go, well, I'm not going to know until it happens. With me, I've got to go through everything, every scenario, every detail. Are the lights going to be too bright? Is the room going to be too white? How many nurses are going to be in the room? Stupid things.
Yeah.
I know that they're stupid, but they bother me.
Yeah.
Like, and then it becomes on replay, flat out, every day. Whenever I get 5 minutes, that's what I'm thinking about. So for me, that day, I was like, once we get out of here and we get home and we settle, I'm gonna get something. I got to get something done about it. I got to go see somebody.
I think that's always the hardest part as well. It's like, as soon as you're able to accept it, that it's a thing.
Yep.
And then, like, the hardest part is accepting it and then actually actioning it.
Yeah. Because touching back on, like before, we were saying the way you were raised, the way we were raised, or whatever, the people that we hang around with, whatever. In a way, I felt like it's an attack on my integrity as a man.
Yeah.
Saying,
seeking help.
Yeah, hey, I've got an issue, I need help, and it's a mental health issue. Do you know what I mean? So, I think for me, in a way, I'm just laughing at Pharaoh, though, I'm not crying.
Yeah.
In a way, I'm coming to terms with the fact that, all right, I need to do something.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it affects my friendships. It affects my personal life. It affects everything, really. Because, like I said, when I'm good, I'm good. And, mate, if I'm having a proper anxiety attack, if I can't get out of where I'm at, like, I'm going to do whatever I can to get out of that situation.
Yeah.
Regardless of what it is, I'll do it. I'm not talking about like physically hurting people, but maybe pushing through or fighting my way to the door. Like, if I'm getting held back, I'll try to get to that door.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? So I think only recently, like I said, I've realized that that's not a normal way to live. You know? And, you know, the fact that I wasn't there to see my son be born, like I was there. I was at the hospital, obviously, like you know that. I wasn't in the room. I literally think about it all the time. And it's only been 3 weeks. So,
Yeah.
you know, but I know that something isn't quite right upstairs and it needs to get fixed. So,
Yeah.
You know.
That's the thing now. It's just, I guess, not sure if you have, but it's like taking those steps.
Yeah. So I've made an appointment with someone. So I think it's this week.
Was it hard to organise all that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, because then it's like, it's real.
No, I mean, like literally hard. Like there was a lot of effort to do it.
Sorry. No, it was pretty easy. So I found a place in Sydney where I don't know the name of, so I can't give them a plug. But they do like telehealth kind of setups for anxiety. So
wow,
it was pretty easy. I jumped on their website. I made the appointment.
It was just getting on the website. It was hard, huh?
Yeah, it's like you get on there and you read it, and you're like, and to this point,
like I don't need that.
You're legit. Like to this point, it's sitting here because I'm not feeling anxious anymore. Because I was when you asked me to come and do it. I still think that like, no, I'm fine.
Yeah.
But then
until you're not.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So you asked me to come on to have a chat, and just for the listeners at home, I was freaking out. I've known you for 6 years. And we've literally seen each other almost every day for those 6 years.
Yeah.
And I started freaking out. It's just, like, it's situations like that where I'm like, nah, something needs to be done.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
It always helps to speak up.
It does. Like, it's not, I know the saying's cliche, it's not weak to speak, but it really isn't. Because there's so many people, you know, that are always happy to listen, happy to help. Or, you know, just be there, you know, so, and there's a saying, you know, at work, because they get pretty deep into it, when they speak about it in the toolbox meetings and, you know, with men's mental health, is like, I'd prefer to have a conversation with you face to face than talk to your tombstone. So, you know, if you need to speak to someone, I think you should reach out, because now that I've taken that step, it's like in a way I feel better because I know that I'm fixing it.
Yeah, definitely. And we'll find the
the place and
information, and we'll put it in the description for anyone that needs to reach out or wants to have a look at that. So we can get that out to you.
And I can give Ange a bit of information after I have my session with him.
Yeah.
Let you know how I'll go.
Yeah, 100%. We'll get him on for another one.
Different person.
But yeah, so that's like you're saying, so you come across it a fair bit though.
Yeah. So, it's there. And the only reason I'm like people hide it is because I hide it. And I know that there's other people struggling.
Yeah.
You know that there is.
Yeah, 100%. It's like, but like you're saying, like all the initiatives and things that are coming out that we have now, like we've got Are You OK Day?
Yep.
Which is a really big one now.
Yeah.
Here in Australia, where I guess, like you'll take the joke, like we'll have a laugh. Oh, are you okay? Are you okay? But like, seriously,
but
like
sometimes you'll send that message and someone will be like, actually, no, I'm not. And you'll go, oh, okay, what's going on?
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
No, it is. It's.
But I think that's just the Aussie way. It's just to laugh at everything until it becomes serious.
Yeah, it's usually a bit too late sometimes.
Yeah, pretty much.
How are you finding being a new dad?
It's pretty good. Has its moments.
Yeah.
But yeah, like we all know, I love my sleep. But Nadia tries to give me as much sleep as I can, but I try to give her as much sleep as she can get. But other than that, it's pretty.
Yeah, are you finding it hard balancing Raf and Nadia, because obviously Nadia's like the whole birthing experience for her, like she's still obviously recovering.
Yeah. So it was hard at the start. Like I made a joke with Nadia the other day. I'm like, it's like I'm looking after two babies.
Yeah. How did that go down?
She was laughing.
Oh,
God. But like at the start it was pretty hard because she was pretty much stuck in bed. She couldn't get up, all that type of stuff. And then, as the times progressed, she's gotten more mobile, a bit stronger, all that type of stuff. But it's just it was hard at the start, and now it's getting better. It's getting a bit better. Like the days were just flying by. People would call me. I wouldn't call them back for like 2 days. But it wouldn't be because I'd screen your call. My phone's on silent because I don't want to wake up the baby, and I would check my phone. It'd be 1 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. And it'd be like a Tuesday, so, I had every intention to get back to everybody. Sorry, so if you're watching, I'm sorry.
Sorry, guys. Are you finding him change heaps? Like,
yeah. So I've noticed that he looks different. Nearly every day he looks a bit different. He's obviously getting a bit fatter as well. He's getting fat on his feet. Yeah, he's getting fat toes. Nadia reckons they're my feet. My feet are beautiful. So, but like I've noticed he's changing heaps. He's becoming more settled in his like surroundings. I still think he can see a lot better than
what they say.
Because like I sussed it out this morning, and I was like, I need to go to the bathroom. So I was like, I'll put him in front of the TV, like in his like secure swing thing. And I put him there, and he's looking at the TV watching ABC. And I was like, nah, he can see it 100%. Then we walked back in the room.
What do they say?
They can only see 8 to 12 inches in front of them.
Oh, really?
Yes, so it's like between that. But he was looking at the TV. I know he was watching it 100%.
He was watching River Monsters.
Yeah. River Monsters and Evos.
Yep.
That's what I've been watching. So, yeah. But nah. So, no, it's good. It's definitely different. But a lot of people have told us, like, oh, you'll change, or you're this, you're that. I still feel like I'm still the same person. Like nothing's going to change. It's like you got to be true to yourself.
You'll change.
Nah, all right. Right, stop touching that now. No, okay.
Oh, that's fine.
But yeah, so it's interesting.
You did like when Nadia was pregnant. She does ring a bell.
Mm-hmm.
You guys had a fair bit on.
Yes.
Too.
Yeah. So.
So yeah.
Yeah. So we found out that the house was full of mold, which is always brilliant. Yeah. Then what happened with Leon and you and Sarah, and then also finding out that my mum had stage 3 cancer as well. It kind of all happened. I know Leon and Mum happened in 30 days between it.
Okay. Wow. I didn't even.
Yeah.
know what that was.
And then with the mold, that was before, but I think I was getting to the pointy end of it. Like I was finding more and more. So,
But like with the mold, it wasn't just you found mold.
no, I found like
You had to move out.
Yeah.
With Nadia, because obviously she's pregnant. It's not safe to be around mold.
Yeah, correct.
Then you're working.
Yep.
All day.
Yep.
Then you're coming home.
Yeah, and working till 9, 10 o'clock at night. That's why I was saying I don't know how these guys do 12-hour days and go do cashies. But yeah, I was coming home and fixing the house. So pretty much it started out as a bathroom, and then from a bathroom it went to a bedroom as well. And from the bedroom went to the corridor. From the corridor went to the other bedroom, and from that bedroom went to the laundry.
A little bit in the kitchen.
There's some in the kitchen. Then there was some in our master bedroom. There was some in our ensuite in the walk-in robe. So essentially, the only part of the house that didn't have mold was the lounge room, and I still don't trust it, but I didn't check it. So, so it was in the floors. It was everywhere. So pretty much a full reno. We found out that there was mold. I think we had 5 months left until Raf was born. So I was racing the clock.
I remember it was some fun nights out there.
Yeah, fun nights. I don't think I smiled for like 3 months. I also don't think I ate properly for 3 months. Like I think, I think it played a massive part in terms of like my mental health. Like I wasn't taking the break that I needed. Mm-hmm. I thought I was doing the right thing, but then like hindsight is a funny one, because now looking back, it's like I thought I was looking after Nadia in particular and the baby at the time, but getting to the point that I got to where, like I said, like we laugh about, I didn't smile for 3 months, but that's legit. Like I don't think I had a laugh like proper. If you're not looking after yourself, you can't look after other people. And I was really not looking after myself, even though I thought I was doing the right thing. And pretty much for the viewers, I didn't finish it. Like the house is still need to do the laundry, but
yeah, but you did smash it out though. You got you got one brand new bathroom, brand new ensuite.
Yeah.
The whole house been painted. You got brand new floors throughout.
Yeah.
What else have you done?
New showers.
Yeah.
Part of the bathroom.
So it's like
new skirts.
Yeah.
I sanded all the doors, painted all the doors.
Nadia loves the skirts.
Yeah. Well, yeah, those skirts.
At least Nadia helped you out, made it a little bit easier with decision making.
100%. Wasn't for Nadia.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Thanks, Nadia.
Appreciate it. But I'm happy with what I did. Like there's nights I sat there or whatever and I looked at it and I was like, I can't believe this is what I've managed to do. But
yeah, it's like going from those nights where you were just there.
Yeah.
You're probably just sitting there.
Yeah, legit. I just go there some nights. I found that I was falling into like a routine. Like if I didn't go there, I couldn't sleep. I had to go there.
That probably was the anxiety.
Yeah. Yeah. So with my anxiety, like I was thinking about it before I came on, and I was like, it makes a lot of sense during like the time period where I was growing up. I think I've had it for a while. And I think...
But it wasn't anxiety then.
No, it wasn't anxiety. It was just me being a girl or a sook or...
Yeah, soft.
Soft, yeah. But yeah, I think I've had it for a while. And a lot of people I think the way that they would explain it, if Anthony's not interested, he just won't do it kind of thing. But I don't think that's what it was. I think it was doing new things would give me that nervousness feeling, that anxiety feeling, and I'd avoid it. Yeah. And I'd do whatever I could to just not be there. Do you know what I mean? So, like even playing footy, like I'd be like that, say after training on Thursday, I'd be nervous as. And sometimes it would get to the point where I wouldn't want to play on Saturday.
Right.
And driving to the ground, I'd feel like I wanted to vomit. And everyone would be like, oh, it's just the pre-game nerves. But, I was playing like Division 50. Like, it's not AFL. It's literally to go have a kick with your friends. Actually, no, I'm not discrediting the club I played for. It was Division 8, so it's not Division 50. But, so...
but still then having a fair crack, but
like I'd give it everything that I had, but I'd find that I'd always be like, I'd try to resort it back to footy whenever I felt this particular way.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's just like playing a game of footy, but it's not. It really isn't.
It probably was a bit different though. Like the footy probably could have just been like butterflies, like you're just nervous to get out there, like sort of thing.
No, because I know when it's anxiety because I get tired. Yeah, so I'd get to the ground and I'd want to go to sleep. Like I'd be in the change rooms, everyone would be doing their warm-ups or whatever, and I'd be head back on the wall and closing my eyes.
Yeah.
And I remember like everyone would be like, what's wrong with Anthony? And Dom would be like, he's just up playing PlayStation all night. But the truth of the fact is I wasn't.
Yeah.
Like I'd had a good sleep. Like I'd worked that Friday, like I was tired.
Yeah.
I was just anxious. But I forgot what we were talking about. I just resorted it back to anxiety.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, no, me neither. But
was it something? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, no. Talk a lot.
Yeah, we do.
Forget. But yeah. No.
Did you find doing anything particular like aided it or like calmed it down?
Normally talking to myself normally works pretty well. Just telling myself to not be soft.
Okay.
But no, just like kind of go through the steps of what I'm going to do when I get out there.
Right.
If that makes sense. That's why I like with that.
So it's not new anymore.
Yeah.
Because you've lived it. You've done it in your head.
Yeah, so I know I'm going to get out there. I know what position I'm starting. So I'm like, the ball's going to go this way, so I'm going to run that way. He's going to try to stop me.
Yeah.
I'm going to either balk him, spin, give him, like, whatever.
You just played the game in your head.
I'm going to bulldog him. Yeah, 100%. It'll make me feel better because it's not new anymore. Because I've done it.
Yeah. Never happened.
Never. I think once. Once it happened. And I shanked it. Kicked it straight out on the floor.
Was that when I was like calling out to you?
No, that day I said to the boys before the game, I go, my new girlfriend's coming.
Yeah.
Give me the ball. So I had the leading goal kicker in the competition. His name's Declan. I'll name drop him because probably if he come across this video, he'd appreciate it. Gun footballer, in fairness. Handballing me the ball when he's like 35 metres out.
Yeah.
And I was kicking point after point after point. Then I remember turning around to make sure Nadia was watching. And then I saw Sarah.
Yeah.
But then I saw you. And I was like, no. Like, he's going to think I'm so bad. And then, quarter time he came out. You go, what are you doing? Use your legs. Never understood what you meant. I just go, yep. And that was it.
Oh.
But yeah. And then you played that night. I was meant to come. But
did I?
Yeah, you did. Because that's why you came.
Oh.
Because you had a night game. You were playing the red team. I'm not dropping names. Yeah,
the red team. I don't remember.
Can I drop a name? A football club, St Albans.
Oh, I was playing at St Albans.
Yeah.
I played a night game.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember.
Would have been early days for me and Nadia.
Yeah. That was 2019 when you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fun time.
Yeah. But
a while ago.
Yeah.
They're not even red.
What's no? Red's my favourite. You gave me yellow.
Sorry.
And you gave me Psyduck. The guy with mental issues.
Yeah. That's fair enough. So I think we've covered off a fair bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, if anyone's obviously going through it, you don't obviously have to tell us or anything, but if you do want to reach out, we're all ears. We're happy to help and try and point in the right direction of who can help. Like, I'm no professional.
Yeah, neither am I.
But if you need a chippy,
call him.
You call me. Yeah, DMs are always open. Feel free to touch base. Yeah, I think I think that's us for today.
Done.
Thank you for coming on,
No
Antonio.
problem. Thank you for having me, Angelos.
No worries.
Appreciate it.
Easy. Thanks, guys.
Sweet. Thank you.
Bye.